Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, saints and seekers, I came to tell you something today that might just shift your entire perspective. Let me tell you something today that might just hit you right where you are. That place you're standing in, that uncertain, confusing, not what you expected space. That's the middle. And let me be real with you. Asterisk, the middle is the hardest place to be asterisk. Not the beginning, not the end, but right smack in the middle, where you're no longer who you were, but not yet who you're becoming. That middle place will test you, try you, stretch you, and make you question everything you thought you knew. It will mess with your mind, wear on your body, and pull on your spirit. The middle doesn't come with instructions. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't ask for permission. It just shows up uninvited, unwanted, but oh so necessary. See, the beginning is exciting. That's when you've got vision. That's when you're full of fire, full of hope, full of energy. You start that job, that business, that ministry, that relationship, and you can see the future so clearly. You say God is good, you say I got this, but then the middle hits. That's when the glow starts to fade. That's when you realize the mountain is higher than it looked from the bottom. That's when you discover that the path is not paved with ease, but with endurance. And the end. Oh, the end is beautiful. That's when testimonies are told. That's when people clap, when victories are celebrated, when the storm has passed. But baby, nobody claps in the middle. Nobody celebrates in the middle. Nobody writes songs about the middle. That's when your hands are tired, your heart is heavy, and your prayers feel unanswered. That's when your faith is tested, not with applause, but with silence. And it's in that silence that you start to wonder, did God leave me? Did I miss it? Is this all there is? But hear me, asterisk, the middle is not the end, asterisk. The middle is not the place where you throw in the towel. The middle is the place where you learn how to fight. It's where you learn how to pray when you don't feel like it. It's where you learn how to walk by faith when your eyes can't see a thing. It's where your roots grow deep and your praise gets real. The middle will expose your weakness, but it will also reveal your strength. It will show you who you are, but more than that, it will show you who asterisk, God asterisk is. So don't curse the middle. Don't run from it. Don't despise it, because it's in the middle where the foundation is laid. It's in the middle where your character is formed. It's in the middle where you're transformed. Yes, the middle is tough, but it's necessary. And if you can just hold on, just trust a little longer, just keep walking, you will see that what tried to break you in the middle was actually building you for the end. Let me tell you something that will shake your spirit and wake up your faith, asterisk, God, is not absent in your struggle, asterisk. He is not just the God of your celebration, he is the God of your confusion. He is not just standing at the finish line waving you in. Asterisk, he's right there in the middle, asterisk, in the thick of it, walking with you every step of the way. Don't let the silence fool you. Don't let the storm convince you. Don't let the delay deceive you. Asterisk, God is in the middle. Asterisk, he was there with Moses when the Red Sea hadn't parted yet. Not just when the water split, but while the people were panicking, while the army was closing in, while it looked like there was no way out, asterisk, he was there, asterisk. He was there in the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, not just when they were pulled out untouched, But when they were thrown in, when the flames were raging, when the heat was turned all the way up, he was there in the lion's den with Daniel, not just in the moment of rescue, but in the long, quiet hours of waiting, of wondering, of surviving. Asterisk, asterisk, God does not wait at the finish line. God steps into the furnace. God lies down in the den. God moves in the middle. Asterisk, asterisk, see, we've been trained to look for God in the breakthrough, in the open door, in the answered prayer. But sometimes the most powerful move of God is not in what changes around you, but in what sustains you while nothing changes. Sometimes God's greatest miracle is not pulling you out, but standing beside you asterisk asterisk in asterisk asterisk it. He doesn't always stop the storm, but he does get in the boat. He doesn't always prevent the fight, but he trains your hands for battle. He doesn't always take away the pain, but he gives you strength to carry it. You thought because it was dark, he wasn't there. You thought because you couldn't hear him, he wasn't speaking. But let me tell you, God doesn't need to make noise to be present. Asterisk, asterisk, his presence is power. Asterisk, asterisk, his presence is peace. His presence is what's keeping you sane, what's holding you together, what's keeping you from falling apart. If you're still standing, it's not because life has been easy. It's because asterisk, asterisk, God has been in the middle asterisk, asterisk. Don't wait until the end to give him glory. Praise him in the process. Worship him in the wilderness. Honor him in the hallway between promise and fulfillment, because he is not a God who only shows up after the battle. He is a God who fights beside you in the trenches, who wipes your tears in the night, who whispers to your soul when no one else sees the struggle. So if you're in the middle, you're not alone. Asterisk, asterisk, you're standing in the presence of a God who never leaves. Asterisk, asterisk, everybody wants the blessing, but nobody wants the process. Everybody wants the promise, but nobody wants the pressure. But let me tell you something, asterisk, asterisk. It's in the middle where God builds you, asterisk, asterisk. It's in that place between I heard the promise and I see the promise, where your strength is forged, your character is refined, and your faith is made real. The middle isn't punishment, it's preparation. And you can't skip it, rush it, or pray your way around it. You've got to go asterisk asterisk through asterisk asterisk it. We shout about the mountaintop, but we grow in the valley. We rejoice in the victory, but we develop in the fight. The middle is where you learn to trust God with nothing in your hands. The middle is where you learn to pray without seeing results. The middle is where you learn that asterisk asterisk faith is not a feeling asterisk asterisk. It's a decision. When God is silent, when the answer hasn't come, when the door is still closed, and you choose to believe anyway, that's the middle working on you. That waiting season you hate, it's building something in you. That heartbreak you didn't see coming, it's shaping something deep in your soul. That season of isolation, when you feel forgotten and overlooked, that's where God is chiseling away pride, insecurity, fierce, oh, that what comes out of you is solid, steady, unshakable. Because, hear me, God is not just trying to get you to the destination, he's trying to asterisk asterisk, make you into the person who can handle it asterisk asterisk when you get there. See, some of us want the platform, but we haven't survived the process. We want the crown, but we resist the cross. We want the reward, but not the refining. But let me tell you, the middle will strip you. It'll break down your ego, reveal your motives, and expose your weakness. And just when you feel like you can't take it anymore, asterisk asterisk, that's when God begins to build. Asterisk asterisk, he doesn't build on shaky ground. He builds on surrendered hearts. He builds on broken pride. He builds on those who have been through the fire and didn't walk away. The middle is your training ground. That's where you get your spiritual muscles. That's where your faith is tested and proven. That's where you become resilient. That's where your yes to God stops being convenient and starts being committed. So, don't curse your middle season, asterisk asterisk. Submit to it, asterisk asterisk. Don't rush your way out, grow your way through. Because when God finally brings you into that next level, that open door, that answered prayer, asterisk asterisk, you won't just walk into it, you'll be ready for it, asterisk asterisk. And let me say this, when you come out, you won't just come out with what you prayed for. You'll come out with wisdom, with power, with an authority that only comes from the middle, because what God does asterisk in you asterisk is more important than what he gives asterisk to you asterisk. And all of it happens asterisk asterisk in the middle. Asterisk asterisk, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Just because the door hasn't opened doesn't mean the door is locked. Just because you're still waiting doesn't mean God has forgotten. You better hear this deep in your soul, asterisk asterisk, delay is not denial. Asterisk asterisk, what you're calling a setback, God is calling setup. What you see as silence, God sees as strategy. He's not ignoring you. He's not punishing you. He's asterisk asterisk, preparing asterisk asterisk you. We live in a fast world, a now world. We want microwave miracles, instant answers, drive through breakthroughs. But God doesn't operate on our schedule, asterisk asterisk. He works on purpose, not pressure, asterisk asterisk. And sometimes that means he'll let you wait. Not because he's being cruel, but because he's cultivating something inside you that can't be rushed. You think you're ready, but God knows what's ahead. He sees what you can't see. He knows the weight of what you're asking for. And he won't bless you prematurely, asterisk asterisk, because premature blessings can become painful burdens, asterisk asterisk. He's not just preparing the blessing for you, asterisk asterisk. He's preparing you for the blessing, asterisk asterisk. See, it's one thing to receive what you prayed for, but it's another thing to be able to handle it, protect it, and sustain it. If he gave it to you too early, it might destroy you. That delay is building the muscles you're going to need when you walk through the door. That delay is sharpening your discernment so you don't get distracted when you reach your next level. That delay is digging deep foundations so when the rain comes, and it will come, you won't crumble under the weight. Think about Joseph. He had a dream at 17, but he didn't step into the palace until years later. Betrayed, enslaved, imprisoned, but never denied. God used the delay to develop him. He went from the pit to the prison to the palace because God's timing is not just about chronology. It's about asterisk asterisk readiness, asterisk asterisk. The longer the delay, the greater the destiny, the deeper the weight, the stronger the anointing. So don't give up in the waiting room. Don't abandon your post just because it's taking longer than you thought. Don't confuse asterisk asterisk, waiting asterisk asterisk, with asterisk asterisk, wasting asterisk asterisk. God doesn't waste a single season. He's working while you're waiting. He's moving while you're standing still. He's aligning the pieces, setting up the connections, clearing out the wrong people, and anchoring your spirit so that when the time comes, you're not just walking into something asterisk asterisk, new asterisk asterisk. You're walking in with asterisk asterisk power asterisk asterisk. And when it finally happens, when that door swings open, when that breakthrough hits your house, when the favor shows up, you'll look back and say, if it had happened any earlier, I wouldn't have been ready. So trust his timing, rest in his process. Delay does not mean denial. Asterisk, asterisk, it means destiny is being developed. Asterisk, asterisk, there's a reason for the waiting. There's a reason for the struggle. There's a reason for the valley you're walking through right now. And I need you to hear this deep in your bones. Asterisk, asterisk, your middle has a mission, asterisk, asterisk. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's not just something to survive. It's something to learn from, grow through, and come out of asterisk, asterisk, transformed asterisk, asterisk. You may not understand it yet. You may not even like it. But trust me, God doesn't waste pain. He doesn't waste pressure. He doesn't waste process. Asterisk, asterisk, there's purpose in what you're going through. Asterisk, asterisk, you keep asking, why am I still here? Why hasn't it changed? Why is this so hard? Because God is doing something that eyes can't see and minds can't comprehend. What you're walking through is asterisk, asterisk, not just for you, asterisk, asterisk. Your tears are watering someone else's breakthrough. Your endurance is laying the foundation for somebody else's deliverance. That storm that hit your house, that valley you're crawling through, that fight you're barely surviving, God's going to turn it into a testimony that shakes the very gates of hell. Because your middle isn't just a moment. It's a asterisk, asterisk, mission, asterisk, asterisk. You thought you were just trying to make it to the other side, but God is birthing something in the middle that's going to bless generations. Sometimes He allows you to walk through hell so you can come out with keys. Sometimes He lets the fire hit you so when others are burning, you can say, I've been there, and I made it. That pain has a purpose. That confusion has an assignment. That delay is a tool in the hand of God to shape you into a vessel of impact. God doesn't just want to bless you. He wants to use you. And the middle is where He gives you the story, the scars, and the strength to carry the weight of the assignment. See, it's one thing to speak about healing from a distance. It's another thing to speak from the ashes of your own fire. It's one thing to encourage someone in the storm. It's another to say, I was in the storm too, and God kept me. What you're enduring is preparing you to walk in authority, not just survival. So shift your perspective. Stop looking at the middle like it's a curse, it's a calling. Stop trying to escape it and start asking God, what are you trying to do, asterisk, asterisk, through asterisk, asterisk this? Because on the other side of this middle is clarity. On the other side of this middle is oil. On the other side of this middle is purpose that you couldn't have carried if you skipped the process. So, don't waste your middle. Don't resent your middle. Let it refine you. Let it awaken your mission. You're not just going through it, you're growing through it. And when you come out, you won't just be better. You'll be asterisk, asterisk, bolder, asterisk, asterisk, wiser, stronger, and ready to walk in the mission God shaped for you. In the asterisk, asterisk, middle asterisk, asterisk. You don't have to wait until the battle is over to give God praise. You don't have to wait until the healing comes, until the door opens, until the storm passes. Asterisk, asterisk, you can worship right in the middle asterisk, asterisk, and that worship will shake the very foundations of your situation. Don't you know that praise has power? That worship is not just a song you sing. It's a weapon you wield. It's not just something you do when things are going well. It's something you lift up when hell is breaking loose around you. Because there is a sound that comes out of the middle that gets heaven's attention. Anybody can worship when the answer shows up. Anybody can shout when the breakthrough comes. But when you open your mouth in the middle of your mess, in the middle of your pain, in the middle of unanswered questions, asterisk, asterisk, that's the kind of worship that moves mountains, asterisk, asterisk. That's the kind of praise that invites God to step in, because worship is not about your comfort, it's about your connection. It's about lifting your eyes above your circumstances and saying, God, I trust you even here, even now. There's something about praising God with tears in your eyes. There's something about worshiping while you're waiting, while you're hurting, while you're confused. That kind of worship doesn't come from emotion. It comes from revelation. It comes from knowing that asterisk, asterisk, God is still worthy even when life doesn't make sense, asterisk, asterisk. It's the sound of faith rising from the fire. It's the sound of hope echoing through the wilderness. That's the kind of worship that brings breakthrough. Remember Paul and Silas? They were beaten, chained, and locked in a dark prison cell. They had every reason to give up, to stay silent, to sink into despair. But instead, they worshiped. They sang, they lifted up praise in the asterisk, asterisk, middle asterisk, asterisk of that prison. And when they did, the earth shook. Chains broke, doors opened, not just for them, but for asterisk, asterisk, everybody around them, asterisk, asterisk. That's what worship in the middle can do. It doesn't just change your atmosphere. It changes everyone connected to you. Some of you have been silent too long. You've been waiting to feel better before you praise. You've been waiting for the answer before you worship. But what if your worship is the very thing that unlocks the answer? What if your praise is the earthquake that's about to break the chains off your situation? Open your mouth in the middle, lift your hands in the hallway, sing through your struggle, because asterisk, asterisk, God responds to sound, asterisk, asterisk, especially the sound of his children trusting him in the dark. Your worship is not just a reflection of where you are. It's a declaration of where you're going. It's you saying, I believe God is still good, still sovereign, still faithful. So don't wait for the end to give him glory. Worship in the middle and watch him move like only he can. Because asterisk, asterisk, worship in the middle releases break through that nothing else can bring. Asterisk, asterisk,